redemption. Now it could be a specific side quest or story quest. That's neat. Get back into swing of things and remember it as I go. So I am a cowboy on a horse I ride. I'm wanted, dead, then alive, because you can respawn. Good art went into this game, I would say. I like the western vibe. I know some Alistair wouldn't like it. Hey, to each their own. Alright. Here I am at a camp. Camp funds. What's in my inventory? Wait, what's the button for inventory? This one? This one? No, that's first person. Okay, holding that down. Dutch Vanderland. I don't know if I want to do that one yet. I think it's the only thing to do, actually. Alright, Dutch, what you got for me, baby? Can't sprint in camp. I can only stomp around. Morning, ma'am.
Morning, Arthur.
Morning. Morning, sir. I forget all your characters. Alright. There we go.
How you doing, old friend?
Not too bad, you prick.
It's funny. Us ending up down here.
Fuck you.
My daddy died in the field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that? Many times. I see I'm boring you, Arthur. Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We sure did.
Have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
Fuck this guy.
You know, the world don't want us no more. We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that, but come on. We
Follow
got the day.
Dutch.
It's nice out. Old Jose says that there's a creek around here. I reckon it's full of fish.
There's a creek around here, eh? No giant river, no? Just a creek? Oh, fuck. Why did I stop playing this? Could it be the tedious fucking walking next to people? Where are we going, Dutch?
Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over, Dutch.
Is this my horse? Oh yeah, that's right. My horse is a fucking beefcake. Hello, baby. I got you up north.
Come
A
on.
pat for my horse. Alright. How do I move again? Follow Hosea.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them. Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here.
There's a way
You
of
did
setting
well finding that spot, Arthur.
the camera.
More Charles than me. It's like I can breathe again. Thick and soupy as this
That was
air
it.
is.
Yeah.
Might even
Change
do
the
your whistling
cinematic
pipes
camera.
some good, Hosea.
I was
You can
once in
hold
this country
down
with Bessie.
the button, or
Feels
run
like a
button.
lifetime ago.
And you keep
It
pace
was
with them,
a
and you
lifetime
should
ago.
turn with them.
But what a life we
I'm not
lived,
touching the joystick.
How well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't
At
have
this
to
point in the
hide.
story, we've been following
like
this
where?
plan
I
through
got
3
some ideas
failures.
hatching, but I need you with me, not against me.
Fuck you.
Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here.
And would we
No
be heading
trouble.
to this local town?
But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch,
Dutch is asked again not to
We've
use
gotta be
weapons or
discreet.
cross open
Imagine
roads.
what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
nothing would give me greater pleasure, but
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day.
Are we actually going fishing? Is this the mission they've chosen to
Looks like
stream?
law up ahead.
Get
Playing
it?
cool.
Stream. And Law would recognize me and my fat ass horse. Look how big he is. He's a big boy. Let me pull over.
Hello, gentlemen. Well, look what the cat drug in. I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out.
Well, look who it is.
Who's Trelawney? I don't remember. Hello,
How are
lawman.
you, boys?
Fine.
Do I have to kill you?
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly,
German.
fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool. But he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur,
Chase wanted man.
and take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on,
Oh, that's more like it.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish
All you
magician.
had to do was
Stay
follow
with
the
that
damn train,
Don't let them get
CJ.
away. Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys
fuck it.
alive.
I was just gonna snipe him.
Come on, hurry.
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on.
We might actually.
What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. So what
Should
do
I
these fellas wanted for?
following the
Well, the
train?
Anderson boys? Robbery, murder, kidnapping. They're the lowest of the low.
low.
Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No. Did I not say that?
You said plenty. What are you waiting for?
You
Idiots.
retard.
Now get after the others. Come on.
Okay,
The
that's
train is
fine.
slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance.
I have to punch you much?
See if you can get alongside the train.
Okay, I'm going for it.
See the
Hammer
flat
and
carriage?
sprint.
Head for that. Get us as close as you can.
Okay. Come on,
You
that
think you
baby
can
horse.
jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
Fuck you.
Oh, cop bastard! They didn't do nothing! Ah!
I ain't no cop.
Go to hell!
I better break free. Ah, to break free. Uh-oh. There's your boy. Boy. Wait, there's four of them.
Running ain't gonna help.
Square to jump? Uh-huh.
Come on, sit back.
Of course, I pulled the fucking bail out. I'm chasing them. Shut your hole. I forgot how to fight.
Bastard! Get the hell away from me!
Fuck, how do you fight? Is Hammer 0?
Have this! This is it!
How do you block, fucker?
Come on! You
That was
stop
good.
them,
Wait,
I'll
where's my
stop
hat?
the train.
Gotta pick up my hat. Right, there we go. Where you gonna run to, boy? Actually, can I? What's my inventory? Wait, no. I forgot my inventory button.
Go! Get after
Maybe I
him!
don't have one.
I'm coming for you next.
I'm gonna ride ahead and stop the train.
It's just us
Some
then,
knees
lawman.
here.
Come here. You
Oh,
ain't
he's got a
need to
knife.
bother. Let me go. Can't do that.
You ain't much of a fighter.
Come on.
Just don't kill him.
You sure?
Ow.
Try at least.
Me. I don't know how to open my inventory.
Do it. I'm right out here if you need me.
Oof, that was
Is
lucky.
everything all right in there?
I forgot how to use my hams.
I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just
Ah,
a
satchel there. Eat the pear. It's my journal. Ugh, what a terrible drawing. Is there any meat here I can steal? What's my objective now? Pick up my hat. Boy. Pick up the stranger. Boy. You got shit kicked out of me. You were no help, buddy.
Bring him out here.
Deputy,
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
What now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done.
Thank you, sir.
A pat on the back for me for stopping the train. Load Anders onto the back of your horse there, and we'll take him to Sheriff Gray.
Uh-huh. Stow.
There you go. You are a natural.
Did I actually
All right,
call the
mount
horse
up.
Thunder? How do I...
Let's go then.
How did I get him again? It's a triangle?
You're a good.
All right,
yeah,
let's
triangle.
take him in.
Never mind.
Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
Oh,
No,
God,
not
shut
really.
your mouth.
On your right here, these tobacco fields?
Huh?
This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate
Ah,
belonging
it's
to
a
the Gray
state.
family.
Belongs to Gray family.
Looks
I knew
bone
that.
dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people.
Slavers?
My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the
Oh.
businesses in town.
Which
All right.
town?
Rhodes, sir.
Roads, sir.
You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Of
Like I
course.
said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have
Feuding
an estate
family?
west of here. Awful
Grays versus
people,
Braithwaite?
truly awful.
Okay, there you go.
They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place
Ain't
you got
that
here.
the most obvious story set up in the book? So we get to do missions for Grays or
We're gonna bear
Braithwaites?
left here.
Are we? Wow, dialogue's so good. It told you it was going left. Then he went left. Holy moly. What caused trouble? I'm bringing trouble in. God, my horse is such a beefcake.
Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes.
Normally the prisoners
Up
won't
there
like
on your
kick
left
up a
is the
stink.
Rhodes Parlor House.
I forgot
Very
to go out
reputable
cinematic.
saloon owned by the Gray family.
That
We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train
I've been here
station, of
before.
course.
I've robbed it.
Oh, good. They're back.
Uh-oh.
And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay. We're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's
There's a shop
office.
here.
Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me?
There was a shop here somewhere. There was a guy trapped
Okay,
underneath.
this way.
I released him and attacked the shop owner, so he gonna be mad at me.
Mr. Gray!
I think.
We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here,
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Now, I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How
What's that
terrible.
mean?
Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo,
He
these
definitely
better
has a
be
crush on him.
ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around,
And where you staying?
I'm renting a caravan on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families.
I know
His
you.
lot, Grays, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses and falling out of rebel gold and marrying
Rebel
cousins,
gold?
not marrying. And
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take a month to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day?
I'll go fishing.
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about?
I forgot how to fish. That's
I
why
don't
I'm
like
doing it.
this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement.
This is a good looking game though. I whistle my horse. Thunder. Good boy.
All right, gentlemen, follow me.
That's Crouch. Yeehaw.
Okay, fella.
Near got bit by a goddamn dog this morning. Not enough food for anyone.
What in the hell is the matter with this place?
Hey, folks.
You better move along
Howdy.
if you know what's good for you.
Hello?
The bit of the ride still. It's not a creek, it's the same lake we're camped on, just a different part.
I knew it. I
It'll be
fucking
worth
knew
it.
it.
I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel too.
Bass.
It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the
Oh
local
wait, that
law.
wasn't looking.
I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Bounty hunters?
So what Trelawney said about those bounty hunters? What you think?
I told you.
I'm
I've
lost.
had bounty hunters after me for years. When was the last time I didn't have a price on my head?
I'm gonna take
Seems
your
a little
bounty.
bigger now, Dutch.
Super agents. It's just Trelawney over egging the pudding like the showman he is. Unless there's a new breed of special man I don't know about.
So, do nothing?
Not until I've thought it through. Interesting about those two families.
I should
We'll look
fuck
into
over
it.
two families.
Good. Like I said when we set off, just start turning the soil.
You Dutch.
Hey,
Oh, fuck you.
low profile.
Alright, Hosea. Where's this spot?
Where is this spot, Hosea? Timbuktu?
Timbuktu.
Not too much farther. Anyway, you two never told me properly about that business with Cornwall in Valentine. What happened there? Apart from scaring the living daylights out of Mr. Strauss.
That was about the only upside. John and I didn't even have time to get paid for the sheep we rustled.
It is safe to say Mr. Cornwall isn't a man to let bygones be
Mr.
bygones.
Cornwall. I don't
And
remember him from
Brewster's in
earlier
the
in the
saloon.
story.
He came with
Okay.
a lot of guards and what seemed like just about every lawman in the county.
We've had
Well, that's
closer
right.
shaves, but not that many.
Had to do a fucking
Cornwall
sheep
found us.
herding quest.
Pinkertons couldn't have been far behind.
They found me when
Pinkertons
I
are
was
detective
fishing with
agency.
Jack, remember?
Listen, it was good we moved when
Their
we did,
descendants
but
sued
that
this
mess is
game, I
behind us
believe.
now.
Yes,
For
Jack
defamation,
told
I
me
guess?
you were a good teacher when you took him fishing. I said he must have you confused with someone else.
Fuck you, Hosea. Do you want to get shot?
This is the spot.
Oh
Down to
man,
the
I
left
didn't
there.
get this reply. I'm gonna say fuck you. Alright, time to equip. What are my weapons? What? Carbine, Springfield rifle, nice. Rolling block, bow. That's carbine ready. Alright, Hosea, say that bullshit again. See what happens. This.
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
I guess there's a boat nearby.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good.
In front of you.
Okay, go.
Go through the water, clean up a bit.
I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on.
Oh, I need bait and shit, don't I? Hold on. Let me rush my
All
baby.
right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
I got a good feeling about fishing here.
You're supposed to be some incredible sturgeon. Oh.
Okay, here we go.
This seems kind of
Let me
ridiculous
roll.
stealing some
You
of these
boys
balls.
are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too cool for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water.
How do I roll? Don't tell me I have to move the analog sticks.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do too. Keep going.
Okay, tap X. Roll your boat gently down the stream.
I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen. Come on, Arthur. Don't be nervous.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance.
These alarms.
To hooking something big like a sturgeon.
Strong with a good old worm.
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but
Hold
you'd
R2
have to be real
hold the
lucky
rod
to
back.
catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You
Flip
heard
the
the
rod.
expert, Arthur. Let's bait
Hold
up.
R2.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten.
So I have to hold L2. Press R2 when you feel
You got a bite there, Arthur.
You hooked him.
Okay.
Okay, that was a bite. Got him?
It's a tiny one. This guy's barely resisting.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis.
Fuck
50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would
50
like to see
pounder.
that. Hey,
I
Hosea,
would like to see
remember
that.
that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, you do. He was maybe 20, 21, walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast, toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, "Wesley, that was nice of you." And he replies, "Well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
There he
Oh,
is.
dear God. I might swim to shore.
Good job, Arthur.
There we go. That's a big one. It's 3 kilos
Remember
if it's
those
a
big
bar.
salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Copper went and scoffed the lot.
Keep
You
going.
never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him. Right at the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west,
Feel
the further east
like
we
I can
end up.
see some
We had all those
fish.
safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons have patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back for Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change.
Reeling in, you
That's just how
dipshit.
life goes. That's on the hook, Arthur. There you go. That's a
Little
nice
rainbow
one.
trout.
Did I ever tell you
1.5?
my mother's
1.87.
buried in Blackwater?
Really? She
I
is?
keep rainbow trout.
Apparently so. I only
steelhead.
found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again.
Fuck those guys
She and
up.
I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Got one.
Oh, this one's a big one, I can tell. He's 1.65 kilos of pure
Not bad, Arctic.
steelhead trout. He's something else. 2 kilo mass. Fuck you.
Holding out for a bigger one, are you?
You know it. What's my objective here, by the way? R2 to pull the rod back, and... whee! Alright. I'm really gonna be fucking fishing all night. I'll keep the next fish. I assume that's when I can go.
You got something biting, Arthur.
Oh, he's a big one. It's another 2 keys. Or 1.79. Sugar one. Nah, you're fucking mine, bitch.
Well done.
It's another steelhead. 1.8.
Worth
I'll
keeping
keep it.
that one.
So is that it, boys? Do we get to go home now? I gotta catch something over there, maybe.
You got a bite.
Ooh.
That feels like a bite. Ha! Got ya!
You're getting the hang of this.
You know it. Largemouth bass.
That'll
I'll
grill
keep
up
it
nice.
just in case I'm meant to keep it.
Arthur's got a bite.
You knew that before it happened, you prick. You're a fucking witch.
Nicely done, Arthur. Keeping that one, eh?
Yes, I'm keeping it because I don't know when you're feeding the shit. Hit the bird.
Looks like you got a bite, Arthur.
Stop fucking giving me the voice line before it happens. Maybe I'm meant to catch a specific type of fish. Bass.
Make sure you don't forget about that and let it rot in the bag.
Can only go one way. Okay, last fish. Oh, that was awful. This is boring.
Now reel him in, Arthur.
Want him in, want him in.
Yeah, that's a keeper.
Alright. Maybe
I
I'm quick.
reckon we
Oh,
called
okay,
it
that's
today,
all I have to do is unequip it.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just
Will
follow
they?
the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea,
Yes.
how about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to
Give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and I knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burnt and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we be 3 poor mariners till we come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Shall we go dance this round, around, around? Hey, that is a bully boy. Come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground. We dance this round, around, around. Hey, that is a bully boy. Come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back at camp hear too much.
Indeed not.
looky, looky. Is that his, Dutch's girlfriend? Parked horse near.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. Well, I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine.
Mm-hmm.
This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Plus reputation for Grove Street guy. Mission complete. That took over an hour. No. At least 40 minutes.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried. What are you?
Oh, no.
You're missing out.
Fuck you. Sorry, I'm being very rude.
Arthur?
Don't want to play dominoes now, too, Lee. Sorry.
I've had quite a time of it, gentlemen. Mr. Pearson! Mr. Pearson, look what I've got. Fish!
Mr. Matthews! Mr. Matthews. You should have been a sailor.
No, thank you. I like to eat fish, not swim with them.
You know, one time, just off the Horn, a giant whale stalked us for
Can
months.
I just fucking do
The
the directly?
same thing happened to me just south of Milwaukee. Only I don't like to talk about it. I have nasty memories, though.
You're not a kind man. I'm not fooled.
Oh, he stood there laughing and crying.
Okay, Mr. Morgan.
To kill me. He took
Can
me
I
down some
donate, you
blues.
prick?
That, of course, was that.
You fucker. Why can't I donate any shit? Where's this Irish fucker? Sean.
And you're still just as useless at robbing now.
It's you who's getting slow, old man. I'm in my prime.
Ah, to be sure, you're in your prime. Alright, fuck this. I'm gone. See you.